Hi there. Have you experienced the menu of shame? My friend told me this funny story how him and his wife and another friend walked into a high-end hotel restaurant hoping to take some breakfast. Sat down and looked at the menu. They couldn't believe it. A cup of tea and possibly a piece of sausage costed more than their car insurance. They wondered what to do, looked at each other, stood up, and walked away embarrassed. That is not even the most painful bit. As the story goes, he told me that his wife will not let him forget that incident ever since. Now, unless you are a politician's son, I'm sure this has happened to you one time or the other in your life, whereby you needed something so badly, but you knew you couldn't afford it. Well, it is all right to walk away from a restaurant because you cannot afford the food there at 20, but it is a tragedy to still be walking away from a restaurant at 50 because you enjoyed your life in your 20s and 30s. Now that brings us to the law number 4, the law of strategic sacrifice. Keep watching. And I'm sure you've heard people say, I am young, I don't want to save. I don't want to deny myself. I don't want to live a miserable life of self-sacrifice and such. I want to enjoy myself because I'm young. And I love that because I want you to enjoy your life. Well, you are living your best life. You are having a nice time in the club every other weekend, but your bank account is on life support. It is hard to enjoy your life at 35 when a 10,000 shillings car repair bills feels like a national emergency. You are out there at the coast and in in nice hotels, having a nice time and making memories. But the only thing that is going to remember that night is your full visa statements with astronomical interest rates at the end of the month. Well, that is not enjoying life. That is just being fancy broke. You trading your future freedom for a temporary vibe. Why would you eat all your seeds today and wonder why there is no harvest tomorrow? When I say sacrifice, I don't mean you eat plain white rice for 10 years or stay in a dark room because you want to save money. I mean, stop buying things you don't need to impress people you don't like with money you don't have. If you enjoy your life so much, such that you have to work until the day you die, that is not enjoyment. You just rented a lifestyle that you couldn't afford. Real enjoyment is the peace of mind that knows that you can take care of your bills comfortably without working. The peace of mind that comes with having assets, no debts, and options. Sacrifice is the price of admission to a lifestyle where you can walk to any restaurant and order anything without looking at the price. You see, we have been brainwashed to believe that sacrifice is a bad word. That if you're not spending your money on new experiences and the vibes out there, you're missing out. But here is the reality check. Financial stress is the ultimate joy killer. You know what is not fun? Walking into an ATM and finding 0 shillings. Working a job you hate because there is nothing else you can do and you need that money. Being one check engine light away from a mental breakdown. Strategic sacrifice is not about being miserable. It is about being calculated. It is saying no to the parties every weekend so that you can build yourself a villa. It is saying no to that new dress or those nice sneakers because you're saving for your holiday at the end of the year. If you can't sacrifice for the average stuff today, then you'll never be able to afford the extraordinary stuff tomorrow. So let me ask you, are you playing the short game or are you in this for the long haul? Choose your hard, the hard of discipline now or the hard of regret later. So go ahead, live your life, enjoy yourself. Just make sure that enjoying your life includes a retirement plan Please ensure that you subscribe so that you don't miss out on anything, not especially the 5 fundamental laws of wealth.